Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thanks for stopping by on this freezing cold day today. Today we're going to be installing a NOCO Genius 2D. So this is the direct mount battery charger maintainer. I'm not driving the truck every day anymore, so I'm constantly kind of charging the battery just to make sure it stays safe. Because I got a lot of electronics going on, so I want to just maintain the battery as much as possible. This will do that for me. Something pretty cool about this is that it will direct mount, so it always stays there, right? And then you would just be taking your plug and plugging it in. See, these are the two like pigtails for the battery. I'm gonna go a step further, which what I'll do is when we get to this one, I'll show you where I'm gonna put it on the inside. We're gonna go a little bit of a step further. Also picked up there, it's a direct plug. So basically, this allows you to have an outlet kind of sitting outside the truck, and that way you can just plug it into here instead of digging under the hood and everything for that plug whenever you want to charge it. So it's just like a little added bonus, makes it a little easier. It doesn't bother me. That fender's got a big old hole in it. It's about time this fender got one. So I made a mark right here. We're going to use a 2-inch hole saw. It's about 2 inches back here. We're going to fish this through, and I picked this spot here. I always park kind of like this, and my house is right there, so the plug is going to come, obviously in the direction that I'm coming. And then also, if you reach up in here, it's kind of an easy pass to hook up into here. The plugs will fit and they'll work, and they'll kind of stay tucked because this is all kind of open up into the engine bay. So we're going to get into that today. Obviously, you don't have to do this. Some people are going to cringe and go nuts, and I'm about to drill a hole in this. I don't care. This is going to work really good for me. I'm going to sit right here, and most people won't even know what this is. So it doesn't bother me at all. I have been going through it, I would say, since New Year's, basically, with the truck. I'm having a problem with my stop fuse. It keeps blowing. I pretty much have checked everything from the back to the front, and I can't figure out where the issue is. So I'm kind of doing this to get my mind off of it for a second. We're going to get this one done. If you have any questions for me, put it down below. I will also have the links for all of this down below. I have a couple more of NOCO products, like I have their jump starter, and it's been fantastic for the last couple of years that I've had it. I've used it more for other people than myself, so it comes in real handy when you no longer have to like figure out how to position a car and where's that battery and that battery. A little bit, it's like less dangerous, sometimes when you're having to jump start somebody in the middle of the street and stuff like that. So I do like their products, and I'm hoping this one works really well too. But yeah, let me get you set up, because what we're going to do first is drill this hole, slide this through, and then we'll go ahead and hard mount that one. And then I don't have to use anymore. What I have been using is just this die-hard charger. So it's one of those where now I'll be able to like shut the hood all the way and just have this kind of plugged in and out. And then from now on too, you no longer have to, go into your garage, grab your charger, throw it in there, open the hood, all that stuff. You just plug in and you're done. So let me get you set up for this guy, and we'll take it from there. All right, so something to consider when you're putting this. Let me get this out of the way real quick. I'll throw this up here. So this is pretty flat back here, right? So obviously you kind of throw it on this fender somewhere up in here. You might be able to heat it and like mold it to it. I kind of picked this nice flat spot here, and then I just tried to make sure that it wouldn't come over this curve or over this curve here. So it should sit there pretty good, just like that. And then this does come with self-tappers. I normally don't like self-tapping metal that's so thin, but we'll see how it goes. If I feel like it's too loose every time I'm pulling and pushing in a plug, I might just come back in with some bolts and nuts on the backside, and we'll take it from there. Let's get this hole done. I already know there's nothing back here, so you're good. It's nice and easy. Perfect. Quick little test real quick. Oh, look at that. That's pretty sexy. All right. Let me hit this up with some paint. I'm just going to clean this up real quick and hit it with some paint. All right, hole's done. Paint's kind of cleaned up. You can see that I don't have the exact match. It's just a different tan. I can't find the exact one anymore like I used to find it real easy. Let's get this through here. Drop that in like that. Where'd I put those self-tappers? Yeah, 3 self-tappers. Something here to think about too when you plug this in, they did put a drain hole down here, so when you line it up, just make sure that drain hole is down. If you don't like the way it looks like this, then, you know, drill another drain hole, and that way if you get any water in it, you don't have to deal with it. You drop, let's get the first one in. So I'm just gonna set this up. That looks pretty flush and flat. Let's get the first one in. And then once you get that one in, that's why I like doing the bottom one, then you can kind of center it, make it look nice and flush. There we go. You'll see it kind of push down the rubber. There's a little rubber grommet back there. It's kind of nice. Well, that feels pretty solid. Alright, so essentially, that's what it's going to look like, and nobody even knows what the hell that is. This is dope. Alright, that looks pretty good right here. Let me get you inside of the engine bay. We're going to set up, the mount. We're going to mount the... Jesus, I can't talk today. Let's get you in the engine bay for the next mount. Alright, peeps, let's talk. So, this is the mount that's going to come with it. You got your 2 screw holes right there. I think the best place would be like down here on the metal, but I kind of don't like that you won't be able to see it because there's a little indicator light on it that lets you know, hey, the battery is good, isn't good, charging, isn't charging, all that good stuff. So what I'm going to end up doing just to start this, I'm going to put it up here on this plastic piece. I don't see the hood getting in the way or anything like that. Nothing here that I think is going to hit it. And I know it's not great to self-tap into the plastic, but I don't think that there's going to be anything going on here too bad. If it sucks too bad, I'll move it later on. But for now, I'm going to put that right there. I like it right there. So what I'm going to do is, and it's same thing. It came with some self-tappers. These are a little smaller, actually, so it might actually work out better. Boom. All right. Take this guy one at a time here. This down here. Put that here. I'm going to try to get it kind of as low as it could go just to try to confirm that it doesn't hit the hood at all. I don't think the hood's going to come down below that, but just to be safe. So let me get one in. All right, that was fairly quick and painless. Let's get the next one in. Make sure that we're straight. I think that looks like we're straight there. All right. I mean, it does feel pretty solid there. Can't complain there. So then you would be taking this little guy, and what you're going to do is just kind of clip it in there. And you take the strap, put the strap over it, and then strap it down. And you see, I like that you'll be able to make out that light. Some comes up, it's not in the way of the battery terminal. Now, what I'm going to end up doing is the fun part of wiring this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen up this piece of plastic right here. That's a 10. And I'm going to bring that underneath to bring it up to like up here. And we'll link it up with this one. And then we'll connect our lead. So let me go get a 10. All right, now we got it underneath. Let me make sure you can see that. So what I did here was get it underneath this plastic piece and just kind of hold some wires in the back there. So basically this is now mounted. You can see the plug kind of running this way. You can still tuck it underneath all of this here. What I'm going to end up doing is running it right here. So it's going to run just like this down the side. So, boom. All right. So right here, we got both plugs plugged in right here. So I'm just going to go ahead, bring this one back just a tiny little bit. There we go. If I can get this plug in. Boom. Done. Now I'm going to tuck it so it's out of the way. Nobody sees it. It's tucked up pretty high. Later on, I might come back and tape it with some. Now let's get our leads on. Keep it simple. I'm going to put it on the front of the lead. I already got a lot going on the back of the leads. Not too worried or upset about it. I'm going to put that going to the back. What I'm going to do is kind of run it. Try to make it as incognito as possible. We're plugged in, everything is on. I don't love the wiring right now, but I'll come back later and clean this up. I might actually run it from the back forward, but I don't want to get back in here right now because I'm dealing with everything else in the truck. I'm taking the fuse panel off and on a lot. Mine's a little tight with everything I have going on back here. So let's plug it in for the first time. Yeah, perfect. And immediately saw it light up. Just lets you know, hey, we're charging. Just like that. Perfect. So if we look here, there's the plug. I'm like, hey, just like that, we're done. Now when you come home or you got a charger, basically all you're doing is, ooh, that felt tight too. That felt good. You show up, open it up, plug it in, walk away. You don't have to open the hood, don't have to do anything else. It works. If you have any questions for me, just let me know down below. If I can figure out what's going on with my 10 amp fuse, I got a trail ride coming up. Hopefully this thing will be there, but I'm going to take it from there. Guys, be good, stay safe. Like I said, everything else will be, all the links to everything will be down below. I'm going to clean up the wiring because I don't like it either, but with time. But yeah, I like it. Be good.